Nice wrap there and stole in the contact. Pyrenees finished yesterday on a great high, drawing 12-12 with with one of the tournament favourites, the Samurais. So Irish Vikings there with the line out, just outside the 22 of the Pyrenees. Penalty there for the Pyrenees, taking that down, taking them all down. So the Pyrenees are seeded at 5th in this competition, and the Vikings at 8th. It's a great try there. Tried to offload at the back, didn't quite work out. Ball at the back there, and the Pyrenees just stepped up, took it out. Now working their way up to the halfway line. Fending off tackles. The gas man takes the ball. He's on almost certain try here now for the Pyrenees. And it was Cyril Birard opening the scoring there for the Pyrenees after a quick turnaround from their own 22 where they stole the ball to work their way up the other end of the pitch for Cyril to score in the corner. Didn't make the kick, so that puts the score of the Pyrenees 4-5 and the Irish Vikings on 0. So kick up there taken by the Pyrenees to the Vikings. Vikings currently with the ball on their 22. Oh, the old invisible tackle, gotta love that. So it looks like he's wrapped him up there. It looks like he's got the ball penalty there now. Holding on. Penalty to the Pyrenees just on the 22 of the Irish Vikings. So Pyrenees with a line out on the 5-yard line. It's a front ball, keep it nice and tight. We're trying to push this through now straight over to get a try. And it's awarded. So Benjamin Pryor taking the kick. Great start through the post. And that was Clement who scored the try. So that puts the score on 12 points to 0. So the Irish Vikings actually have current New Zealand Sevens player with them, Jordan Bunt, and also have Harry Glover from the England Sevens squad. So scrum taking place there now, deep into the Vikings half. Irish Vikings got the ball off the back, but he was a bit isolated there and stolen by the Pyrenees. So luckily enough for the Vikings, a penalty awarded to them for the Pyrenees being offside. So just 5 minutes left in the first half here. The Irish Vikings taking the penalty, pushing themselves down into the 22 of the Pyrenees. These guys are going to be super keen now to get some points from this. They've spent the first 5 minutes mostly in their own half, in their own 22. So they'll be keen to come back and get some points on the board from this. So Irish Vikings then make a quick break, better score under the post. I believe that'll be Harry Glover there getting a try for Irish Vikings. Should be an easy 2 points on top of that, bringing the points to 12-7. I'm just being joined by my partner in crime, Mr. AC, Andrew Chambers himself.
Good afternoon, Reese. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. Couldn't help notice the wet or dark patches around your fly area as you come up the stairs.
It's a cold jug of beer there, helping some people out, you know.
Oh, good man, good man. True team player.
Must apologise to the viewers for leaving you alone with Reese. Hope you're still awake.
I'm not.
Mate, we've seen some good rugby today, eh?
No, it's been fantastic, been very good. As we were discussing yesterday, you're kind of seeing the more experienced and higher seeded teams now starting to gel together, understand each other a bit more, and certainly they're kind of going up through the gears now.
Obviously the ground's filling up now. You can tell the games are hotly contested. There's been a couple of bigger scores as expected as the teams are a little bit weaker, but the cup quarters, how good were they? I mean, YCAC, still my favourites, I must say, but I thought Kings were very unlucky, and I thought the Scottish side were very unlucky as well.
I think the Kings have been a big surprising team here. Young lads, absolutely fearless, very physical, fast, know the game well. A very welcome addition, and hope to see him here again.
Indeed. So we're with Irish Vikings. They're up 7-0. Down 7-12 against the Pyrenees side here.
The Pyrenees obviously finished yesterday in a high. As I was saying earlier, took tournament favourites Samurai for a draw.
Yeah, they're a solid side. I can say there's a number of young French boys here who are looking to bigger and better things in top 14.
Yeah, well, fifth seeded team in the tournament. Definitely showed why yesterday. So they started this game off pretty strong, but taking the foot off the gas a little bit, and the Vikings are forcing their way back into this game and starting to get a bit of momentum behind them.
It's knockout football now, so it's all to lose basically. It's interesting. There's not so many weary faces today. I think everyone was into bed early last night. Understand the seriousness of the comp now.
Yeah, I think there would have been a few teams tempted to enjoy it.
Yeah, they tend to be the ones that are currently enjoying it now because they're out of the competition. But the business end now. The plate and the cup is always hotly contested, nice and physical.
Well, I remember that film, White Men Can't Jump. She's a very wise woman in there was saying sometimes when you lose, you actually win, and now they're touring. So I think that's one of those circumstances where that applies.
Wise lady.
Win-win, or lose-win, I should say.
So the Pyrenees, number 12, Thea Berlin, getting a breather. Chirpy scrum halves and a little chat to each other there.
I was probably talking about the after party that's going to take place down here, following the final at the Hong Kong 10s. After party sponsored by Grey Goose, free flowing beer and wine. I get down here, 2.5 hours, free flowing wine. I believe it's 250 honky with tickets available on Ticket Flap.
Yeah, it's a great new setup out here with the outdoor venue they've set up for the players and stuff, which will be the after function, and then kicking off into the Soho area of Hong Kong.
No doubt, Soho area, finishing off in the deepest, darkest places in Wan Chai. Enjoying a live band in Dusk Till Dawn, no doubt.
And if anyone's down there, if you see Sean Maloney, talked to the Vortex last year. If anyone sees him, he's still stuck in it apparently. Good quick defence there from the Vikings in midfield. The French still looking for the gap.
Yeah, he read that pretty well, and then he nearly had the interception, and they happened twice there. Pyrenees just not finding the same form they had last night. Started the game off pretty strong. Just struggling to find their rhythm at the moment, but I think that's a testament to the Vikings, who are kind of pushing them, keep the pressure on them. I must say that's a splendid kind of kit there by the referee and the two teams. That brand, well known over here, I believe.
Yeah,
top quality sportswear, and I believe they've got a new eco line out. Is that correct?
They have indeed. Yeah, all the jerseys for these guys are from Tsunami Sport, all made from recycled plastic. Wow. So a real eco drive from Tsunami Sport. Big supporter of the Hong Kong Football Club 10s.
There you go. So you hear to hear. If you care about the environment and love your sport, what better way to go is there than Tsunami EcoFit, I believe it's called.
Indeed. Lovely touch, Wilson.
So that brings the first half to a close there. Very tight game at the moment. Can easily go either way. You're going to hear both teams, that kind of typical rugby chat, you know. First half over, starting again 0-0. It's anyone's for the taking. This is true game of two halves, as they say.
Yeah, there's certainly not much in it. I mean, other than the fact the Pyrenees are up, I think the Vikings will go into this second half feeling a bit more confident. Certainly had the better last third of the first half for sure.
No, definitely. They finished that on a high. It's going to be interesting to see how they can come out in the second half. Both teams going to have to give it their all. You know, first team to get points on the board, I think, will set the tail for the rest of the game.
Whoa. Is that your prediction right there?
Prediction is.
So,
feeling.
And we'll keep our eyes here on these halftime chats, and we'll be back with you in the second half in just a minute.
You know, as mentioned earlier, now all these semi-finals are over 12 minutes, not 10, and that extra 2 minutes each half may not sound like much, but makes one hell of a difference. It really does.
It's fairly unwelcome, I can imagine. Some of these boys.
It really is. You know, quite often playing back many years ago when he finally got into the final and things like that, to play longer games. You're happy to get in there, but you hate it at the same time.
Oh, you do. But, I mean, a final down here is always great fun. You know, you've got a big crowd. Everyone will fill up tonight about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Everyone piles into the ground, and there's a really great atmosphere.
So second half about to kick off now. Pyrenees on 12, Irish Vikings on 7. Anyone's game for the taking. Both teams going to be giving it their all. Going to set the standard now to get through into the final. Going to be some fantastic games coming up. As Andrew mentioned, you know, start getting down here as soon as you're going to get off work. Crowds definitely building here now. Space is getting a bit full. Atmosphere is definitely rising here. Beer's going to start flowing soon. It's going to be a fantastic day. Get down here as soon as you can.
It's that Thursday night is usually the starting point for the crazy rugby week. Hong Kong 7 starting tomorrow afternoon with the IRB qualifiers, as well as obviously the IRB top 16 having a go at each other. Double points this weekend, so all to play for.
So the Hoff himself made his Hong Kong debut last night, I was told.
I heard. I arrived home late last night and my wife was still out, so I'm a little bit concerned that the Hoff is in town. Slightly relieved that Tom Jones is not, obviously, as we heard yesterday, but The Hoff is out and about, which is a bit of a worry.
Oh, mate, heartbroken about that. You know, being a Welshman, not having Tom in town.
Well, if you're going to be cheated on, it might as well be with the Hoff with Tom Jones, isn't it?
Oh, well, Tom would be allowed. Chris Hemsworth, apparently Thor himself, is actually in town as well. And that's got a lot of the women over here very excited.
Yeah.
And some men.
Anyway, back to the rugby.
They've all seen his ham and they're interested in the nail now.
Back to rugby here. We've got the Pyrenees pushing hard here. It's the first time they've been down in the Vikings 22 for some time. The Pyrenees 12-7 up, and as Reece predicted, he's expecting the next score will be the one that takes this one. So classic Northern Hemisphere rugby here, setting the old rolling maul. Off they go. All the Type 5 are getting very excited in the crowd. Lovely work. Must have an English coach. Beautifully done.
Try there for the Pyrenees.
In they go.
So that adds them to their 7 points lead now. So added to their 5 points lead now to put them 10 points ahead. About to take the conversion. I think it's very important for the people at home to really appreciate how hard it is playing here in this heat. It really does take its toll when you're out there. It's warm, humidity is high. So that puts the points now currently at 19 points to 7. Pyrenees ahead. Just over 9 minutes left to go in this second half. So this is for a final position in the bowl final.
So who are they meeting in the...
So the other semi-final following this game is going to be UBB Gavakal playing the GFI East Africans. Ooh. Again, that's got a great game lined up all over it. Looking forward to that.
French final. Gavakal.
Yeah. C'est prévu. De merde.
So Reece there's just pretty much stolen my entire French vocabulary, so...
Pretty much all right. My next line was going to be, ça va? You can always talk about the old PG Tips advert. Bonjour, madame.
Penne chocolat, I think that's what I've got.
Oh, that works for me.
So the Vikings desperately trying to get back into this one. The clock kicking down. They're going to need something within the next minute or so. Give themselves another second chance, but 19 points to 7. That's going to take 3 scores.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Pyrenees do in this, because the first half, obviously, they come out quite quickly, got the points on the board, and kind of took the foot off the gas a little bit, and the Vikings kind of edged their way in and got some points on the board and finished on the high. It'll be interesting to see if they play that same strategy again, or whether they just try and take it back to them, get some more points on the board to guarantee their place in the final.
There we go. I wonder if they'll take a little something out the Pyrenees book here, and a bit of a rolling maul. Nice line out, but going wide. The blocking move in midfield went a little bit early.
They didn't get the fly half down the options, and the Pyrenees were up in a strong defensive line. So Irish Vikings now with a penalty inside their 22. Going to be interesting option to go. Do they go for the line out and get it right into the corner, or they pull in the scrum?
So what do you see them doing here? We see nice platform here for the Vikings. Nice even split either side.
Yes,
I think you'll see Bruce here on the outside have a little bit of a crack. He's got great feet.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Do they? So they're going to come left. So I say they're going to come to nearest to us, come on the right-hand side of the field here. So gas man against gas man. Try and load it, use the advantage having the 9 sweeping around off the back of the scrum.
going to take a good solid scrum. There's been good scrums throughout this game as they have to reset for one of the first times, but it's been nice, clean, solid ball for each of the teams. But you got Jordan Bruce there, hands on hip. You know, I think he'll have a little crack. He's been great in the traffic, so with a bit of space, it'll be interesting to see how he goes.
No, definitely. What also taking the scrum there, Mr. Chambers? I know it was in an interesting pattern at the bottom of the Vikings shirt. Can you talk me through that? Is that one of your personal designs?
Well, that'll be the art director Richard Chambers here working his magic and his imagination.
Oh, fantastic.
And after we've just said we've had some pretty solid scrums for each other, but well disrupted from the Pyrenees, but they've managed to force an outline out there for the Vikings. And they'll have another little crack, but the clock is ticking.
Definitely does get quite hard as a player when you put in this much time in your opponent's 22 but not getting any points on the board. Frustration must be creeping in, and obviously they can see the time ticking and the large scoreboard behind them. Being forced back, just can't seem to get that platform they want or need to launch their attack.
The Pyrenees are doing very well here, and there's a loose ball that's come loose here, and off he
This
goes.
man's got some wheels, he can move for a big lad.
Tuzan, he's having a go, the big man. He's been checked there, and he's come back inside, still brushing off tackles though, fair play. Keep going forward, and that'll be heartbreaking for the Vikings there. Again, 2 or 3 opportunities to have a go and get themselves back in this game. Great wide ball over to
well stepped inside there. He's dropped the player in. There's definitely a gap here for the gas man on the outside. And I think it's a try, or I'm not sure if I heard the ref whistle for a potential forward pass.
Being called back for a forward pass, but clock keeps ticking. And an opportunity blown there from the Pyrenees side.
So I'd say the Irish Vikings were there with that forward pass. Obviously, if the Pyrenees have got that, I'd say that'd be game set match, I should say.
Indeed, I think the Pyrenees bring on the reinforcements now. Some wholesale changes, some tired boys out there. But remembering that there's an extra 2 minutes into this game, so it's not entirely over. But the clock is not on the Viking side at the moment.
It's interesting there. You're starting to see some of the teams have clearly had a toll taken on them in terms of knocks picked up and just general tiredness. You know, you're seeing on the Irish Viking side there now. Some players from other teams have offered to join them and support them in the campaign to get into the final. It's great to see kind of the spirit between the teams like that, willing to put on a jersey and give it their all for a team.
It's something some boys just love it, don't they? Can't get enough.
Oh, they certainly can't. Or there's another word that springs to mind on that: stash.
Stash.
For those of you not familiar, stash is a very important word in any rugby player's vocabulary. For me, there's 2 most important words in rugby: tour and stash.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yep.
High up on everyone's agenda.
You can never have enough. You can never go on enough tours.
No, you can't. Some people say tour, other people say team building. I like to tell my wife team building. What we do a lot now is a lot of charity work on the tours we do. So it's all about the kids, and we work hard, giving them a good opportunity and supporting them in developing countries around Asia.
Last night I was at a great function for the Rugby Fest, doing a lot of great work for Lao Rugby and the Tony Ho Foundation, which was one of the local players who was sadly had his life taken very early. Set up a great foundation for underprivileged kids here, have the opportunity to go over to the UK for coaching clinics and for education. And obviously Lao Rugby, along with sort of Cambodia Rugby, has got a real soft spot for the Hong Kong rugby community here as they sort of build funds and offering coaching and equipment, etc. To those 2 emerging nations.
Definitely, and the GFI Hong Kong 10s itself is a very proud supporter of Make-A-Wish Foundation over here, founded in 1989. It's the world's largest wish granting organisation, covers 50 territories, and so far in Hong Kong have granted over 1,600 wishes, and we're certainly looking to add to that at this tournament today. Now make sure you get yourself down, not just to watch the amazing rugby, not just to join in on the after party that's going to be legendary, but also come down here and help support Make-A-Wish Foundation and make some child's wish come true.
spot on, Lucy. It's one of the great side things of this tournament is the great work they do always every year for a local charity. So the Vikings desperate to get out of here, but the Pyrenees defence has been immaculate down there, keeping them pinned down in their 22. And off we go again. I think it's the game's gone away from them now, but a nice consolation try would be nice, but the Pyrenees are not buying into that one.
Yep, just under a minute left. I think this could be over for the Vikings, who have put in a fantastic effort over this tournament. But as you say, the Pyrenees just putting the squeeze on them now, giving them no options. Being very clinical in defence, making their tackles, just giving them no opportunity to attack, to give them any space at all.
Just great defence here from the French Pyrenees. Giving
Off
away the
his feet,
penalty,
over the top there.
but 25 seconds to go. The game's now well and truly gone away from them now.
Yeah, I'm enjoying Richard Chambers' artwork on the front of the Irish Vikings jersey as well. Man of true skill.
He is a man of true skill. It's Andy Douglas, the manager of the Vikings, has got a little bit of a soft spot for obviously this sort of lady. It's his frequent request.
Oh, I thought it was more about history, you know, about the Vikings and stuff like that.
It is. It's a nice twist on the history.
Educational, but in a new way. Is that what you're saying?
Indeed. So that's the time's up on the clock now. So next.